So, hello everybody, it's Neil here. I'm trying to make a little video for you just to help you prepare for speaking at the conference. Hopefully you can see my screen here. The first thing you need to do is go to the timetable to ensure that you know the time and date of your presentation. Remember, you're just talking for 10 minutes out of the hour. Check to see who your moderator is so that you know who to be talking to on the day in the room. And check, we're going to have 4 rooms, so make sure you get the right room. Now, before you go into the room on the day, make sure that when you connect your sound and video, you go into your computer's preferences so that you can select the ones you need to. So I'm going here into my settings and going into sound, checking that I'm on my USB for both input and output. You see, I need to change that to USB before I go into the room, otherwise no one will be able to hear me. So now we're going to go into the room. I'm speaking on Friday afternoon, so we're going to click on the link here, and we're going to go into the room. So here we are now in the room, and I have some slides here for you, just to check that you all know exactly what you're doing. This is the pre-conference checklist, and also just to make sure you know how to move the slides on by using the cursors down at the bottom here. So make sure you've sent us all your PowerPoints, handouts, etc. Any web links you might have, let us know about them, please. The permission form. And if you want to use any polls or other strange things, do email Sean and I. Know the time of your talk as well, and make sure it's on the blog. We're going to be sending the blog links out come Wednesday, so just make sure that your stuff is all there as well. We'll be checking all of this, of course, but make sure you double check, it would help. And then make sure you've got the time of your talk, the time the hour that you're talking in starts. Sometimes it's on the hour, sometimes it's half past the hour. Who is talking before you? You need to be ready to take over, so make sure you know. Who is your moderator? They're the person who's going to be helping you on the day in the room, so be careful with that. And which room are you in? Are you Friday morning, Friday afternoon, Saturday morning, Saturday afternoon? So please make sure you know all these things in advance. Have you been into one of the preparation talks beforehand to know that your audio works, that your video works? You must be using a headphone and microphone so that people don't hear echo while you're talking. And make sure you know how to use the room for making these slides go backwards and forwards, for example. On the big day, as I've just said, first of all, make sure your internet's working. So, little joke there, but make sure it is as early as possible that day so you don't have any trouble. And then in your computer, not in the room, in your computer, check your audio and video are working before you enter the room. Enter the room just as I did. Remember, there are 4 of them. Try and arrive 20 minutes before the hour you're talking in begins, because this will be the break time between talking hours, and that's the time when we need to check your audio and video are working. So please come in at least 20 minutes before. We have 5 people to check, so we need a few minutes for each of you. Once you're in the room, do the audio setup wizard. You need to click on meeting, and then come down to audio setup wizard. Click on audio setup wizard, this box appears. Click on next, play the sound, stop the sound, move on to make sure that the right device is here. It should be here, otherwise you're going to have to leave the room and go back and check your computer controls. So that should be the device you're using, or you'll need to click talking away. Play the recording to make sure you can hear yourself. Move on to the next bit. Test the silence, make sure there's no background noise, etc. And click on next one more time and finish. You can just check your microphone is the one you want. So that's the audio. Then check that your video is working. Click on start your webcam here. See the preview. And remember, at the moment no one can see you, so you need to click on start sharing so that everybody in the room can see you. And so now I'm in the room and everybody can see me. Make sure they can see you well. Okay. So these are the steps you need to make sure you do before the hour starts on the video. Once your moderator said they can see and hear you, turn off your microphone. You see I'm not speaking at the moment, and turn your video off by clicking on the X at the top there, and so off it goes. My microphone is off because it's white. Make sure you're clear about who before you so you can take over when they finish who's talking before you. As their talk comes to a close, your moderator will make you a host. Instead of being a participant here, you'll become a host. You see we have 2 Neil McMahons here. So Neil McMahon 2, he's become a presenter. You'll be just a participant during other people's talks. We don't want too many hosts because you might start changing things, etc. So your moderator will make you a host. You'll come into the host box here, just as before you start talking. Please don't change the room because it changes for everybody. Don't start touching pods, etc. The moderator will do everything for you. They'll thank the previous speaker. They'll stop the recording from the previous speaker, and they will hide their slides for you and resources, and then they'll bring you. So you just wait and be ready. They'll invite you to the microphone and invite you to turn on your video. So remember to click on the see yourself speaking. I will just turn that off because it means we're getting an echo. And start your webcam so that everyone can see you. Remember again, click on start sharing so that everybody can see you. And remember that when you're talking with your microphone. Okay. The moderator will open the slides for you. Your slides will appear here in the center of the screen. Other pods you need, if you have audio or video, your moderator will open them when they're needed. They will introduce you. They will start the recording for your talk and hand over to you for your 10 minutes of fame. So make a note of the time you're beginning. There isn't a timer in the room, so make sure on your computer you know what time you've started, and please keep to your 10 minutes. You move from slide to slide using these buttons at the bottom. You can go back if you need to, click through the slides. Keep an eye on the chat box so that when people are talking, but please do not answer everything. Oh, hello Neil, how are you doing, in the middle of your talk. Only talk when people only refer to comments when people say something interesting. Okay, keep going on with your talk. If you're using other resources, just let your moderator know that they need to start preparing them by saying, okay, now we're going to watch a video, and at that time your moderator will start sharing the video for you. And then so here's Dan's video will appear. You see it only takes a couple of seconds or two for a video to appear. That's all ready to go. The moderator will start playing it when you want them to, etc. And when it's finished they will hide it for you to come back to your slides. So please let the moderator do all that for you. They can open things, start things, adjust volume, etc. You focus on enjoying your talk. Do keep an eye out for a private chat. You see this chat is everybody. Your moderator might come with a private chat. A new tab will appear here down in the bottom right hand corner. They will only use that in an emergency. They don't want to be distracting you during your 10 minutes. Please do enjoy your talk, enjoy your audience, and make sure you finish on time after your 10 minutes. Hand back to your moderator, who will thank you for your brilliant talk. Remember to turn off your microphone at the top of the screen, and then you'll turn off your video at the end of the talk. The moderator will stop the recording, and then they will start the process anew with the next speaker. Please do try and stay around. Obviously we want you to be here for as much of the conference as possible, but if you can stay for the rest of your hour, because there is 10 minutes at the end that if you have all kept to time we'll be able to use for some questions and answers about the hour as a whole, which will be a nice way to finish each hour if possible. So it would be great to have you sticking around if you can. Do enjoy the rest of the conference knowing you've made a special contribution, and what else can I say but thank you, thank you, thank you. So hopefully this short video has given you a good idea of exactly what's going to be happening on the day, how you're going to do your 10 minutes. We'll have more practice over the next few days. Please do send us any questions by email, but make sure you've sent us all your slides, etc. And have a great time, and we hope it all goes well. So thank you very much for watching this video. Please do watch it a couple of times to make sure you've got everything. Any doubts, send us an email. Thank you all very much. Take care and enjoy the conference.